Hello everyone, I'm Mohammad Mirajuddin and today I'm going to present the analysis of the impact of 5G on Wavecon Telecom. This presentation deep dives into the performance of Wavecon Telecom post their launch of the 5G services. The presentation examines the effect of 5G along on their revenue, their main strategic metrics, and a few strategic recommendations for the growth. So let's get started. First, let me tell you a brief introduction of Wavecon Telecom. So, Wavecon is a leading telecom provider in India, renowned for delivering reliable and cutting-edge services. In May 2022, Wavecon achieved a significant milestone by introducing its latest 5G services, aiming to offer fast and reliable connectivity to customers. This advancement benefits both individual and business by fostering creativity and innovation. Wavecon operates around 15 major cities in India, maintaining a strong and widespread presence and is striving to provide uninterrupted connectivity to its users. The main agenda of this presentation is what is the impact of 5G launch on our revenue, which KPI is underperforming after 5G launch, after the 5G launch, which plan are performing well in terms of revenue and which are not performing well. Is there any plan affected largely by the launch of the 5G? What action should we take? Is there any plan that is discontinued after the launch of 5G service? What is the reason for it? So now let's explore the point number one. What is the impact of 5G launch on the revenue of the Wavecon Telecom? So as we can see that before the 5G launch, the revenue was around 16 billion. But after the launch, the revenue declined by 0.5% and reached to 15.9 billion. So as you can see, before the 5G launch and after the 5G launch, with the help of pie chart, we can see that before 5G launch, the revenue was 16 billion. And the cities like Mumbai generate the highest revenue, while Raipur was at the lowest. And cities like Raipur, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Jaipur show increase in revenue. As we can see that the city Mumbai has increase in revenue with 0.31% and Raipur has 1.15%. Next, which KPI is underperforming after the launch of the 5G? So the first we already discussed the revenue fall by 0.15% from 16 billion to 15.9 billion. Next is total active user. Before the 5G launch, it was around 84.4 million, but after 5G launch, it's declined to 77.4 million. And next, the total unsubscribed user. It was before the 5G launch, it was around 5.6 million, and but it increased to 7 million after the launch of 7 million. So it's a negative impact as total unsubscribed user increases after the 5G launch. Next, plans performance before and after the 5G launch. So we can compare the plan performance before and after the 5G launch. Here we can see that from the table, we can see that plans like P1, P2, and P3 have performed well in the terms of revenue before the 5G launch. And plans P1, P2, and P3 have performed well in revenue after the 5G launch. Plans like P9 and P10 are low performing plans in terms of the revenue. And so after the 5G launch, we completely removed those plans. Now, plan P11, P12, and P13 are newly launched after the 5G launch. Next, is there any plan affected largely by the 5G launch? Should we continue or discontinue that plan? So we have two plans, basically P5 plan and P7 plan. The P5 plan was rupees 99 full talk time combo pack. So before the 5G launch, the revenue was 1 billion for this P5 plan. But after the launch of 5G, it declined significantly to 651.5 million. Similarly, P7 plan is of 25 GB combo, 3G or 4G data pack. So its revenue before the launch was 582 million, but after the launch, it declined significantly to 155.6 million. Next, is there any plan that is discontinued? So yeah, we have three plans that is discontinued after the launch of the 5G. They are P8, P9, and P10. The P8 was only a one-day validity, so its revenue was 433.4 million, and before and after we since it's discontinued, so we don't have the data, so we don't have any revenue generation after the 5G plan. Similarly, P9 was combo top-up plan, so it provides only 300 MB data, and the revenue was 226.8. Next, the 3-day validity data for 6 GB per day. So these plans were short-term plans, so it doesn't make sense to continue these plans after the 5G launch, since people required high volume of data and unlimited talk time in the 5G world. So this plan were discontinued. Instead of this plan, three new plans were introduced. They are P11, P12, P13. So yeah, so now let's see what we can recommend to Wavecon Telecom. So first, I think we can introduce two separate plans for family and business plan. So individual users and business plan. For business plan, we can give option for shared data, unlimited callings for individual with SMS, and handful amount of 5G data for entertainment packs. Next, we can introduce both prepaid and postpaid plan. Third we can do is the network expansion. So if the network expansion increases, it will provide more efficient network to the user. So it will boost the revenue of the company as well. Next, we can give more promotional and seasonal offer. For example, if some customer is shifting to 5G, we can give them good incentive to switch to 5G. Next, improve customer support for 5G transition. We can give customer service and introduce AI chatbot for quick help for the customer. So that's all from my side. This was the quick analysis of our Wavecon Telecom. Thank you.